Most men don't fail because they lack intelligence. They fail because, under pressure, they choose comfort over clarity. The real cost of a bad decision is rarely visible in the moment. It shows up months later, in stalled growth, quiet regret, and a life that feels smaller than it should. This is not about making more decisions. It's about making the few that actually matter, correctly. High-level outcomes are not the result of talent or luck. They are the compounded result of a repeatable decision-making framework, one that filters emotion, ego, and urgency out of the process. Million-dollar decisions are not bold, they are clean. Separate signal from noise. Most people mistake information for insight. They consume endlessly. Opinions, forecasts, advice, and then call confusion being thorough. A CEO I once worked with faced a defining acquisition. Advisors were split, analysts were loud. Everyone had an opinion. He did something unusual. He shut the door, killed the inputs, and asked one question: what variable actually moves the outcome? He realized 80% of the data was noise. 2 variables mattered. Everything else was distraction wearing authority. Million-dollar decisions begin with subtraction. If you can't identify the 1 or 2 levers that truly matter, you're not deciding, you're reacting. Decide from principles, not emotions. Emotion is fast. Principles are slow. That's why most men default to emotion under pressure. Fear sounds like logic when the stakes are high. Excitement masquerades as opportunity. Ego pretends to be confidence. A founder once rushed a product launch to beat the market. The decision felt aggressive, smart, brave. It was none of those things. It violated his own principle: never scale what hasn't been stress tested. The result wasn't failure, it was erosion of trust, capital, and credibility. Elite decision makers operate from predefined principles. They don't invent standards in the moment. If you don't decide your rules in advance, pressure will decide for you. Detach from the need to be right. This is where most intelligent men collapse. They confuse identity with outcomes. When being right becomes personal, clarity disappears. You defend decisions instead of evaluating them. I watched a senior executive double down on a failing strategy, not because it made sense, but because reversing it would signal weakness. The cost wasn't the decision. It was the refusal to exit. Million-dollar thinkers understand this. A decision is not a verdict on your intelligence. It's a hypothesis. Strong leaders don't protect their ego. They protect the downside. Optimize for long-term position, not short-term relief. Most bad decisions are made to relieve discomfort. Avoid the hard conversation. Delay the difficult call. Choose the option that feels lighter today. A board member once rejected a painful restructuring because it would damage morale. 6 months later, the company folded. Short-term relief is expensive. Long-term positioning is uncomfortable, but survivable. Million-dollar decisions ask one ruthless question: what position does this put me in 12 months from now? If the answer is weaker, smaller, or more dependent, you already know the truth. Move at the speed of clarity, not urgency. Urgency is emotional. Clarity is deliberate. High performers don't rush decisions. They also don't stall. They create deadlines after clarity is achieved, not before. I've seen leaders make billion-dollar moves in days and small men overthink 5-figure ones for years. The difference wasn't speed, it was precision. Once clarity is reached, execution is immediate. Hesitation after clarity is not caution. It's fear pretending to be intelligence. The difference between average and exceptional lives is not effort. It is the quality of decisions made when no one is watching and the pressure is real. Million-dollar decisions are quiet, unemotional, principled. They are made by men who have trained themselves to think beyond comfort, beyond ego, beyond urgency. If this framework resonates, it's because you're no longer interested in motivation. You're interested in mastery. The work continues in the next video, where we dissect how elite operators execute these decisions without hesitation or self-sabotage.